There's this really lovely video I came across at some point. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find it, but it's a good example of what you can do with it. Where like, basically he like painted up the entire model and then he wanted the bottom section of the model to be darker. So he did like a very thin glaze across the entire bottom of the Mini. Yeah. Yeah, you need a compressor for an airbrush. So it's not just the airbrush, you need a compressor as well to actually like blow the air. I didn't really realize how airbrushes work, but they're actually very basic devices, like they're not very complex. There's a lot of content up on that sort of thing on YouTube. It's kind of cool. I don't think most people use an outdoor space for it. I see a lot of people just airbrushing on their main mini desk. You need a compressor. If you stream, you probably need a silent one. Wait, are you supposed to be quiet on stream? I've been using my blow dryer and all I see in the stream is low hots. Every time I turn on the blow dryer to dry the Mini a little bit quicker. And that thing makes a lot of noise. There are quiet ones though, yes. This is Nurgle's boy. It is, lass. There's a guy at work I work for who paints models. His son works at Games Workshop. Oh, sick. Games Workshop is an interesting company. They seem to do many things very well. And then some stuff, as an outsider looking in, it seems like it's just so many low-hanging fruits of things they could make improvements on, but anyways. Their model production line is insane, man. The amount of high-quality miniatures that they release all of the time is actually insanely impressive. That's, I guess, their main moneymaker, but yeah. The horns are unpainted, yes. The hooves, the horns, the strap, all of the metallics, all unpainted. I think I'm gonna do the same color on the horns as on these teeth over here. Original plan was to make them slightly lighter than that. They kind of turned out a bit dark. Maybe I'll change the color of them, but I think it'll look cool if it's that color. Do you use a ventilated rim dial or a special outdoor section or whatever to do airbrushing? I'm assuming most people don't. The amount of paint is just so small, right? But it's probably bad if you do it on a daily basis. Something you can do with a spray booth is vent into a bucket of water. Yeah, it is absolutely, like, the amounts are so small, I guess, right? You have a fan with a pipe out of your window, but you're completely safe. It's just expensive to set it up properly and don't spray much. Oh, you're not completely safe, okay. Yeah. Yeah. That is one thing I hadn't really even considered yet. You just take the risk? Oh, yeah. Dialand, living dangerously, dude. Cool kids out there with their vapes and their cigarettes. Dialand smokes straight acrylics. He likes to inhale them. Very nice. We gotta add some yellow as well to his tongue arm. His arm tongue, whatever you want to call it. If I got my own room at one point, I will get an airbrush area. Yeah. I think it's different. If you were to use an airbrush for like an hour every day, I think it's worth looking into a dedicated space. But I would imagine most people use an airbrush for a tiny, tiny amount with very small amounts of paint. Obviously, it will not be great, but dude, he's got spikes and boils and everything on his tongue. I don't want to judge, but it's hard for me not to. I feel like having teeth on your hand is quite inconvenient. Might be a good idea to create like a darker color near the tip of the tongue. I am gonna use a little bit of this, and I'm gonna need a bigger brush. Never let the brush slip. I can't let it slip. I can't eat the paint. Damn, dude. Dylan has all these rules, guys. I can't even eat the paint. Fuck's sake. What if I just want to like it for the flavor, you know? Volupus Pink is one of my favorites. I really have to hold back. I can, but you will judge me. Oh! Okay, I'll only do it secretly off stream. Ooh, Game of Thrones minis? I did see a few of them. I think the sculpts of the Warhammer ones are really nice, but I don't play the games. I just want to play, you know, I just want to paint cool miniatures. But the Games Workshop minis I have seen are really sick, man. They do seem to make some very high quality products. No. Sometimes a little bit of paint licking, but as little as I you know. Okay, I made the tip a little bit darker. I think I'm gonna add a bit of the Blood God. Hey, what's going on, Strixfire? Almost never able to catch a live stream, but I just wanted to say I love the videos. Thank you, man. Thank you for watching. I appreciate that. Glad you enjoy. Okay, a little bit of blood. You like a dark tip on a long, moist tongue? I like spikes on tongues, personally. But that's just me. Spikes and pustules, The dream. The dream. You feel that's unsafe? That's why I like it. Okay. So many boils on his tongue. I feel like having pustules on your tongue has got to be one of the worst. I am gonna put some contrast paints on this as well. Dude, he's got like a whole freaking like... There's like a tumor looking thing on his tongue. I managed to get a pupil in here, by the way, Dylan. I don't even know if this is visible on stream. I tried painting a pupil. It is very small. I'm not gonna touch it anymore. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. There's a tiny little dot. I'm gonna leave it as it is. Very hard to see. But I managed to get it somewhat close to the middle. It seems to be pretty much in the middle. Maybe if I use, I don't know, like a microscope, I could move it, but... This is the moment I tell you, I used to brush. Maybe a fine liner would have been easier though. Okay. It's getting dark already, it feels like. It's not really, but... Not that long ago, it was still light out at like 11 PM. Not a fan of those days. Feels like we're already running backwards pretty quickly. When was that? 21st of June? I think so. What time is sunset these days? Okay. Or maybe it's just about to rain, who knows? $10 PM for today? Okay. We're getting there. 5 to 10. That is better. Okay, there are more pustules over here too. On the inside of the arm. This guy has a lot of pus. Teenage life, man. It's tough. Sometimes it's just annoying, I guess. It's puberty, Lowko, don't shame him. No, dude, I remember. I went to a dermatologist for years. Because my skin was fucked. Yeah, I had a really bad hormonal acne. It was pretty shit. Okay. We're getting there. I think it might be time to base coat the teeth coming out of his body, or out of his arm. The inner row. I don't think it has to be super tidy, but I do want to try and keep it at least somewhat tidy, because all of it is kind of blending together quite well. I mean, if we're gonna be here, we may as well try and make it tidy, right? But there's 2 rows of teeth. You managed a pupil, Lowko? I tried, but like this guy only has 1 eye. Or at least there might be another eyeball hiding underneath that swelling over there, but I feel like the trouble is when there's 2 eyes and you have to try and get them to look into the same direction, you know? Yeah, this guy has got 1 tiny little orc-looking eye. Much easier than 2 eyes that are supposed to be human-like. And the downside is, right, humans always gravitate to faces automatically. It's just kind of what we do. So if you have like a human-like model, people will look for the face immediately. And if the eyeball looks weird, it'll be very obvious. So moral of the story, paint the eyeball well. Just don't paint it poorly. Have you tried painting it better? Yeah. Just paint it better. You struggle with the pupil? Fair. I mean, I guess it's literally the smallest thing on a body that you paint that will be drawn attention to, right? Humans will rarely be looking for the toenail. Right, of course, Melville. I understand the difference. But it's still small. This guy literally has pustules in his toe. Look at this. Right over here. There's also boils and stuff. Oh, dude, there's a little Nurgling. I haven't even seen that guy before. There's a tiny little Nurgling right over here. Anyways, there's pustules over there too. There's skulls inside of the horns. Yeah, this thing is rotten. That was me, sorry. Mickey, don't freak out, it was me. That was me getting an email. Tiny models with open mouths are also a pain, trying to paint teeth and a tongue. Yeah, I can imagine. I'm streaming on a MacBook, Brusik. Even worse, dude. Can you believe it? Yeah, I'm holding on to these horns a lot while painting, so that's why I'm gonna be painting them last. They're actually sharp though. There's a, like these nails, I'm pretty sure I've been close to drawing blood on my own fucking, you know, miniature. Like, these horns are very sharp. Blood for the blood god, including my own. But they are convenient for holding it down, yeah. Free paint. Have you read the Horus Heresy books, Dylan? There's a wonderful moment in Fulgrim, the 5th book, where one of the Remembrancers is trying to get the perfect shade of color as she is falling slowly under the control of Slanesh. And then she realizes, wait a second, I was looking for a bright red all along. She goes a little crazy, just a bit. The true artist. She's been mixing colors for days and she can't get the right tone. And then of course she has to go out and, you know, get some more sources. It's actually a crazy little mini plot, dude. Like the mini plot in the book, so small spoiler I guess, this is a very small part of it. But she literally starts baiting other humans into her cabin to essentially have sex with them and then murder them for their blood. So she can mix them into the paint. Pretty fucked up. I don't really know the story very well of any of the groups, but the Emperor's Children are easily one of my favorites. They're so good. Like so fucked, but good, you know? What's up, Mine Stark? How are you? Rylanor? Wait, Rylanor? Is that the guy in the suit? Who's like stuck in there? I don't even remember Rylanor. Maybe he becomes bigger later on? Not rolling Rylanor is punishable by death? Oh shit, okay. Well, if his name pops up again, I'll pay special attention, I guess. There are so many characters though that get introduced, it's actually insane. It's kind of difficult to keep track of everything. Hey, what's going on, King Kakanis? This is a lovely little miniature, or a very large miniature, called a Glottkin. I'm currently trying to paint his tentacle arm. That's why sometimes students or clients disappear after coming into your workshop. You need that perfect color of red. That's very reasonable. That explains the knife in the background. Yeah, it is an Age of Sigmar mini. It's an old one though, from like a decade ago. I mean, I bought it recently, but the sculpt itself is old. It's been for sale for a long time. I have never played any of the games, King. I would imagine my color of blood is probably similar to most people's. Yeah. Serena D'Angelis, I think is what the character's name is. I don't think... Yeah, I just like painting. Maybe at some point I'll get into the playing of the video games, or the games in general. I've been really liking it. You love to play, but you hate the game? Or sorry, the painting? Ah, well there you go. I would probably enjoy playing the game, yes. How much did this mini cost? I think like 80 euro? It is kind of expensive. I spend a lot of time on each of the minis though. I don't just like, you know. This one comes with a couple of things. So there's a couple more things that are part of it too. I mean, I'll probably end up painting this guy for a bare minimum of like 50 hours. So it's, yeah, it does cost money. But at the same time, if you go to a bar and you buy 5 cocktails, you kind of spend the same amount of time, right? Of course, dial in. Oh shit. That is an indication apparently that I've not seen before, that my phone, which I'm using as the overhead cam, is running out of battery. There we go. Battery low. It's charging again. Okay, I feel like I could just slap the paint pretty much everywhere here. The pink will still be see-through anyways. I'll add like a little bit of an additional tint. I think it's good. What was the character's name again, Peter? Rylanor? I don't know, Rylanor. I'll have to remember it. I think it's Rylanor. I'm currently reading the Rise of Angels book, which is the next one in the Horus Heresy. It is very different. It's like reading an anime. I don't really like it too much. It's all right. Do the models come with some suggestions on paints? Some of them do. Some of them have on the back of it like the recommended paints you use. For this one, I'm not following any tutorial. But I did watch a couple of YouTube videos of people that like have painted similar models. Since this is kind of an old mini, there is not, you know, there's not as many people that ever made content for this guy. But for most minis out there, there's a lot of YouTube videos of people explaining like, hey, this is exactly what I did and what I used. Which is kind of neat. No, the hoofs will definitely be painted too, absolutely. I'm painting them last, same for the horns, because I use them to hold on to. And I don't know, sometimes, I guess it has to do with like the acidity or something of your hand. You can kind of like rub off the paint. So I am trying to do those last. This is actually one of the least popular models. Why? It's so cool, dude. Oh well, that works for me, I guess. If it is like something not a lot of people know of. I've seen a lot of people that seem to be very familiar with Warhammer ask what mini this is. So you may be right there. Does it not get used in games at all? Yeah, in the large mini category, this could do... This could do well. You would have to tidy up a lot of the lines though. Like these connecting joints are pretty terrible. Right. I guess they will also redo some of these, right? I can imagine like a lot of the Nurgle stuff and whatnot will get redone at some point. Is this gonna be my golden demon? Absolutely not. I've not been painting for that long, man. Give me like 5 years. Maybe, if I feel like it. I am enjoying the painting, but I am not gonna enter any competitions at it at this point. You believe? Thanks, man. There are some really fucking good painters out there, dude. I'm in the Netherlands, yes. Some of the best painters in the world are in the Netherlands? Really? Dylan the Goat? Confirmed? I knew it. Adepticon next year is a prize of 20 grand for the first place? Oh, sick. Sweden, Denmark, and the Netherlands. Really good painters here. That's cool. I don't really follow it very much though. Do you know if people add mods to their minis? Oh yeah, absolutely mod. That is actually one of the big things, especially for competitions. People like sculpt their own shit. I was watching a video on this actually for Squidmar. Hold up, let me see if I can find it. You'll probably like this one. So there's people that paint for competitions, right? And they try their very best to stand out. And in order to stand out, it makes sense to try and make it, you know, special. So these guys have a YouTube channel and they paint minis. And at some point they go over what their plan is. I think it's this guy right over here. So he wanted to paint one of these ogre looking things.
In a very humble way.
Yeah, no, he said it
These guys are very Swedish, by the way.
But what he said, he would personally prefer it if I painted my big old fat jump.
So he sculpted a belly that is slightly bigger than the normal belly on this thing. He's a little chub. Yeah, a little chubby.
Because what he said with this one, and I really liked his take on it, was firstly, this is a completely unique model. No one has ever had seen this mini before. So even if I don't win, people are gonna be super happy about it being entered.
But it's cool, yeah. People definitely do their own stuff. There are some crazy modifications that other people do. But you know, sculpting, 3D printing, it adds so many layers to everything. Like the sky is kind of the limit, you know? Yeah, people buy multiple models that are kind of similar and like stick the different parts together and then try to sculpt the connecting points, I guess. To make it look like it was originally meant to be one thing. People create some really cool stuff for sure. Nerds, absolutely. This is definitely a nerdy hobby mod. I know, this may come as a bit of a surprise to you, but people that paint plastic soldiers, generally quite nerdy. Luckily, you're not a nerd at all, Modluses. You're kind of offsetting it all, you know? Like, I may be the nerd, so you can be the cool guy. There are nerds in this stream? No. Just me. Just me and Dita Hunter. He likes watching anime. Nerd, am I right? You're not a nerd? No. You're one of the cool guys. You're like one of the skater guys. Those are cool, right? I've been using a lot of contrast paints, absolutely. I love contrast paints. Not for everything. And I will definitely do highlighting with regular acrylics on a lot of stuff, but I do really like the contrast paints. Oh yeah, absolutely, King. Go ahead. You may get a warning by Lowko bot, but I think you can post the link, no problem. Yeah, it's okay. Let me finish this little section and then I'll have a look. Have you ever painted any Warhammer Modluses? Because you're old, right? You have experienced a lot. Negative? I thought maybe in all your days, this is maybe something that came up. Like Tom Bombadil definitely did some miniature painting, right? Just because he's old. Gandalf. He's got his own Drukhari army, I'm pretty sure. Did I just smudge it? Lowko, you idiot! Okay. We'll have to sort that out. Tom Bombadil's pile of shame is massive, bro. He forgot he even had minis at that point, I agree, yeah. Contrast paints are like basically like a type of paint that do a base coat and like some shading in one go. Some people consider them to be a little bit of a noobish thing because you don't really have a ton of control over the paint, at least compared to ordinary acrylics. But it seems like people are warming up to it a lot. Yeah, some people think it's like considered like a cheat code or whatever. Basically, like the way it works is it's kind of like basically the deeper parts, like the folds or like the crevices or whatever of a miniature, is where naturally the paint will pool more, right? So like say you, for example, have like a I don't know, like a fold over here in the skin. Since the paints are quite runny, the contrast paints are quite runny, more and more pigment settles in that section. Yeah, exactly, and therefore it will darken up. I use a lot of contrast paints, I think it's really neat, but yeah. This is one of your favorite miniatures that they did for Adepticon 2020. I've never seen this before. Damn. I find it difficult sometimes to even get the scale of this though. I feel like the way they do photos is a little shaky. Yeah, this is very, very custom for sure. Dude, there are some insanely cool dioramas. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find this. It's quite big in real life. It was big in real life, okay. What is it called? Golden Demon 2023. They did do like an announcement post on the official website. People do some cool stuff, man. They're like little dioramas like this. So this is a unit, not a diorama, but still, it's a couple of guys on one spot. Diorama battle scene. So this is the miniature. Yeah, the compendium has better photos. Anyways, I just wanted to show quickly. A duel, another diorama. So a lot of this will be at least partially custom made, right? Because there's no way that this, whatever this thing is, would be holding the, or maybe it is, I don't know. People create some cool ass shit. Yeah, it's so good. I saw this diorama of these guys bursting into, like these space marines bursting into like some sort of spaceship. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? This was a relatively recent thing. I don't know what the name of it is. That's the one I wanted to show, but I don't know where it is. I will look it up. Okay, cool. No, I don't want to get into 3D printing. I don't care about 3D printing. It's not really what I'm interested in. That's probably one of my favorite things I've ever seen in miniature painting. The Space Marines bursting into this room. Really cool stuff. Yeah, printing Warhammer things is also kind of, you know, it's kind of like pirating, you know? Like, so kind of like pirating games. Definitely not allowed in competitions. Although, I guess for a lot of stuff it's kind of difficult to... Yeah, because they sell Warhammer miniatures, right? They sell, it's literally like, yeah, like piracy. Oh, hell yeah, this is the one. Dude, look at this. I have never seen any of these kind of things in person, but this is one of the absolute coolest things I've ever seen as far as miniature painting goes. So you have these 3 Space Marines that are running through a door, and like just the detail is just insane. Like the flash of the muzzle over here, right, of the gun, reflected back into the weapon itself, onto the armor, onto like everything. This is so cool, dude. This is, yeah. This is gonna be one of the coolest projects. Yeah. It's very strong StarCraft vibes as well, which is maybe why I look at this and I'm like, holy shit, this is so cool. This is like a bunch of Marines breaking into a Zerg base. Or maybe a bunch of Zerg that have broken into a Marine base. I'm not exactly sure how to look at this, but yeah, super cool. Yeah, Space Hulk obviously predates StarCraft. Yeah, I kind of wish that StarCraft was in the end. Took the guy 600 hours. He sculpted the base. Fuck me, 600 hours. That's like half. That's like half of one Factorio playthrough, Dial-N. Hi. I don't know if I have that much time. Alrighty gamers, I think this is where I'm going to be wrapping up my beautiful arm for today. We had an arm that was just red a couple hours ago. It is not finished. I think I'm going to do some individual highlights on every single one of these things. What do you guys think so far? There's definitely some things that we'll have to fix. But I think as far as base coating goes, it looks properly gross. Yeah.